What's up, T Smalls in the house?
What's going on, Mr. Palmer, sir?
Everything's good. Welcome to Let's Talk Under the Tree podcast. We have Father MC, Grammy nominated, platinum selling recording artist, all the way from New York City, but I think he's on now somewhere from parts unknown. But we'll figure that out a little later. T Smalls, show him some love.
Man, we talking under the tree.
T Smalls, show him some love. He might want to stay a while.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine?
Won't you be my neighbor? You forgot one part.
Oh, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
We'll be right back. We're going to take a pause for the calls, and we'll be right back in 20 seconds.
Who is you?
Yeah, this is a story of famous dog. For the dog.
Oh, we back. Father MC, where you been, man?
Man, I've been
Everybody
chilling, man. Man, just been chilling, man. Just chilling.
To tell you the truth, me and my co-host did a lot of interviews, and all of a sudden, a few days back, a little bell rung in my head. Ding, ding, ding. Hold up. Where's Father MC? Yeah. Well, we're going to show you some homage. We got a DJ standing by, DJ Slice. I'm going to put him on the screen. We're going to do a Father MC remix because everybody miss you and we love you, man. And I'm going to bring him on the screen.
Too,
right, here we go. DJ Slice, what's up, boy?
How you feeling? How you feeling?
All right, we got old Father MC on here. I said you know, you're going to do a little remix for him and, you know, let everybody know, let us know that you appreciate him. And, you know, he's kind of unsung, but we'll take care of that, you know, tonight. You know,
oh, man, this a legend right here, man. It's a legend right here.
So
Yes,
DJ,
thank you.
Yeah. So DJ Slice, without further ado, do what you do.
Father, break it down.
Well, I begin the weekend with a groove, roll about 8 deep. Now what's my next move? Wait until nightfall so I can enjoy. System pumped by 4 G's, running like a convoy. Roll to the drum, kinda crowded, what a scene. Pulling up with Jodeci, blasting up my 15. My ride girl, see my gear and notice my grill. Here comes a pointing and staring.
Everything. Yeah.
Come on.
Let the music take control.
Sweetheart, I'm talking to you and no one else. I just want you to know that I'll do for you.
Well, excuse me, let me let you know the time on how I feel and what's on my mind. Is you that I wanna be in my life, and if it's possible, you will be my wife. I'll lead you in the right direction, of course. Never play you out, so there's no loss. I'll be your love daddy, just wait and see that me and you, we were meant to be.
Oh yeah, this is Father MC, and on my side we got DJ Eddie. Are you there? Talk to me.
Yeah. Like that, come on. Yeah. Like that, come on. Yeah. Like that, come on. Yeah. Like that. All you want from me is a one night like that.
Nah, baby.
All you want from me is a one night like that.
Nah, baby.
All you want from me is a one night like that.
check me out, do I look like a thug? Who wants a tight hug and a quickie on the rug? I ain't with the flam bam, hit and run wham bam. Well, slow down, that's not the way I am. So come and check me and let me pursue. I wanna get to know you cause I don't wanna do you. So don't flip because I am not the one. My Nubian sister, I wanna get with you.
All you want from me is a one like that.
Nah, baby.
That's what it is, man.
That's for all the people who forgot about you, man. We reminded them that you're still here.
Yeah.
I know everywhere you go, you hear the yo, baby, yo's. I'm not Rambo and I don't run like I'm Jumbo. I just want you to know where I'm coming from. I'm not gassing to get it, kissing then some. So get the thought out your head and put it in the back. And if you think I wanna tap, then you want me to tap. Cause I do get how you feel, honey dip. See, I am not the type to take a dip and then skip. I'll treat you with respect, never neglect. So give me some combo and check my intellect. Cause I'm all about fun, honey bun. So come and check me out so you can see what I'm all about. Should I change your mind or should I persuade? I get the job done good more and make a thriller like Michael J. So don't flip because I am not the one. My Nubian sister, I'm gonna get with ya.
All you want from me is a one night stand.
Nah, baby.
All you want from me.
Hey,
Man.
bro. DJ Slice, we appreciate you. Anything you want to say?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. I appreciate your podcast. I appreciate Father MC because I spent a lot of nights playing his music.
Thank you. Thank you. Definitely.
Right.
A lot of nights.
We appreciate. He's in South. Well, he's not in South Carolina, but he has a lot of family in South Carolina.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
And DJ Slice is in South Carolina right now, also.
Yes, I am. Monk's Corner, up by Charleston.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, man, and you have a Merry Christmas.
Y'all do the same. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. Definitely.
All right. All right. Father MC, I heard the story, you know, that you was in New York City with Brooklyn, right? And you had to leave, I think you and your mother, and you went to, I heard of all about it. Far Rockaway High School. What happened? You had to get out of town so quick. I mean,
the judge.
I
was bad, man. I was a bad adolescent. It wasn't a game. Like I was really getting it in. And the judge seen my mom and said, I gotta go. That was it. So they kicked me out of the district, Brooklyn, and said I can't go to school. And for 3 years I couldn't go, well, 2 years I couldn't go to Brooklyn. And so my mom's had to move like 30 days, you got to get out of there. And it was me going down south or moving to Queens. So mom's moved me to Queens. And then I went to Far Rock High School. You know, I went to IS 53 first.
Right.
And then I went to Far Rock, and that's where it all started.
Okay. When I heard you had to get out of town in 30 days, it reminded me of this right here, that you had to really, you know, haul ass like this.
The Lone Ranger.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Dang, I remember that. I remember that like yesterday.
Yeah, I know that, right?
So when you went to high school at your new location, did you really started rapping then? Did you really know you had, I call it the it factor?
I knew I had it in Far Rockaway, yeah, definitely. I was playing with it in Brooklyn, but when I started taking it serious, because I didn't know nobody in Queens at that point. So I just had me in my pen. So, you know, I started entering like the contest. Once I started getting known, like after, like I got known in junior high school,
Right.
And not junior high school. Well, I graduated junior high school, then I'm going to Far Rockaway. But they, you know, before we got into Far Rockaway, they said, "Yo, we gonna take y'all on a summer school. You know, they taking us on a trip." So they done gassed my family up the first year I'm in high school. Like, yo, your son's doing excellent. I knew damn well. I said they got me kind of messed up because I knew I wasn't doing good. So next thing you know, they said all the smart kids is going. Man, they put us on a bus that summer and took us to Maine, Bath, Maine. It was a school for all of the worst kids in the world. Kids from Australia, from London, from everywhere. I mean, South Carolina, New York. I mean, everywhere. And the guys had a dorm, and the girls had a dorm. It was crazy, man. It was that Bath, Maine, and I knew I started making. I was summer school, and then I was going to my freshman year. Yeah, I was going in my freshman year of high school, and the teachers all knew me as father, like because everybody used to call me father in the streets. They call me father, and the 5%, they had this thing called the 5% nation, where they were righteous, like brothers, like they're God. They say they God, 5%. And I remember that day was when I first got to Far Rockaway. I seen these cats almost stomp the stuff out of somebody, man. I was like, dang. I said, what did he do? I asked somebody, what did he do? They said he didn't know his mathematics. I said, oh, that ain't me. I ain't joining that fraternity. So, yeah, so, I'm new out there in Queens. I just keep it raw. So I had on a fake gold chain. And I'll never forget this guy named Prince, man. He came to me and said, yo, you see what's going on over there? And I was like, yeah. He's like, if you don't give me that chain, that's what's gonna happen to you. So I'm looking like, I don't know. Now this is like, mind you, it got like 200 cats on one kid stomping this cat. So I didn't know no better. Gave him the chain, real talk. Gave it to him, but he ain't know my MO. He ain't know my MO until the next year, high school. When I got into high school after that summer, going up to Bath, Maine, I came back. Everybody knew me. The teachers knew me. The guards, 5%ers knew me, and then now everybody, the whole high school, father. So one day, he ended up in my homeroom class, and we all playing CeeLo. We shooting in the homeroom class, we shooting CeeLo, and I'm just winning. And now I'm that dude where I don't know where it came from. I just took everybody's money off the floor. I'll never forget. I took everybody's money off the floor. I put it in my pocket. Now I'm walking up. I gave everybody back their dough except him. Right. And then he's like, I'm walking in back of me like, yo, father, what are you doing? Like, yo, give me my money back, man. Give me my money. I said, man, F you, man. And then he said, yo, what's wrong? I said, got a problem, man. And we was near the hallway. Man, I must have beat the stomp out that dude, man. Now, if we on fair even grounds, now that was a year ago. You took my chain. Now we in the same classroom. I'm thorough in Queens now. I'm like that Brooklyn dude, but in Queens now. Man, I caught it. I beat that boy. I done beat that boy so silly. It was crazy. I remember they put me in the dean's office and they asked me, they asking him, why y'all fight? Why are you doing this? Why he beat you up like that? He said like this, I don't know, ask him. He just took my money and stuff. And I said, yeah, he robbed me last year. Now the kid forgot he robbed me. And he looked at his face, looked like, huh? And I said, yeah, he robbed me. And they said, when he robbed? He said, when I robbed you? I said, last year, dude. I'm sorry. Remember y'all was stomping that kid? And you should have saw his face. You should have saw his face. He forgot about it, but he got the 365-day ass whipping. Oh shit, pardon me.
Oh, you good, bro? You good?
Oh, he got that ass whipping like he ain't. Like I was his dad, man. And my boy, he was a big football player, Andy, and I'll never forget. Andy said, "Yo, you want me to hold it down? I said, "Hold it down." Man, it was just me and him like in a cage, and I'm in the hallway like the staircase. And then in school we got the thing he held. Andy held that down, and I just whipped on that boy something crazy. Just because he robbed me. But it was a bad thing. But then we became cool. But I had to let him understand what it was. But I knew I was gonna get him back. I knew it. I knew I was. It just was timing. And I know if I would have played my hand and I'm new out there, they would have got me. You know,
Wow.
so I just waited, and every day I used to study his moves, man, and say for a year. And then when I started getting known in Far Rockaway, father, your father, and all the projects and the ghettos, your father, I was like, this time. And then one morning, I just flipped my sack. I don't know if that nigga thought I ate too many Cheerios or whatever, but I treated him like he wanted to be treated, boy.
Speaking of rap music, I'm going to bring one of your fans on there. He want to give you a shout out, but he's from the neighborhood back home. I always compare you and him, you know, have similarities because I can understand what you were saying back in the days compared to the new rap. And one of my partners back home, we call him Peewee, and when he's still rapping, and I can understand what he's saying also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring him on real quick. He want to give you a shout out. Peewee.
What's up, salute?
You gotta turn your mic down, dog. Turn your mic down.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you gotta turn your mic down. I'll turn your volume down.
I guess he'll get it right. But you and him remind me of each other because I can understand what you saying. I can hear every word.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna try him again and see if he. Yeah. But you and him remind me of each other. I'm gonna go to Andre Harrell. You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah, for real.
How was he actually really, you know, behind the scenes? Because a lot of people like me and a lot of other individuals and fans, we just see him on TV and videos, you know. And I know he played a big part with your development. And when I heard the news he passed away, that was kind of heartfelt for me too, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, Dre was like a father to all of us, a father, best friend, and he loved to laugh, man. And he loved to laugh. And I was the crack joke of the crew out of the whole Uptown. So, you know,
right.
I remember like when they can get people's records break a record at radio, I'd walk into the office like, yo, somebody's getting fired. And then everybody would start laughing because Uptown, we had our vice president, Jimmy Jenkins, and he was so rough on his staff, but he was the best at what he did.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
And he used to get on their cases, man. And Andre used to just like, Andre was a cool cat, man. I ain't never had a problem with him. Never. Andre was always like he always worked the situation out. It wasn't no need to yell at him or argue at him or curse him out or nothing. Because I ain't never had a problem. If you were selling records, you ain't have no problem. If you had money issues, yo, Dre, if I'm selling like millions of records and I go to him like, yo, Dre, man, I need like 300, 400,000 real quick. He'd make a way to get that to you. He'd make a way to get that. I mean, Dre was that dude, man. Dre was that guy, man. He knew what he did. He knew he handpicked his artists. You know, okay. I remember trying to get to Uptown. Before I got to Uptown, I was brought in by Kurt Woodley. And Kurt Woodley was paying for my studio time. Because after I won the USA Roller Skating Rink in Queens, Flushing, I came in first place. And the thing was $1,000 of some studio time and $1,000.
Right.
So I was like, I had the whole Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. I had everybody up there. And I'll never forget the guy said, if that dude Father MC don't win, your roller skating rink gonna be tore down. I knew I was it. But when I took the $1,000, man, and I just bought, I remember buying 40 ounces for everybody, like
Okay.
old English. Yeah, it was late in the middle of the night. We all bugged out. I had a trophy and I had 2 DJs at the time. It was supposed to be, we keep the trophy each week. One keeps it a week. I ain't never see that trophy at my house ever. At the end of the day.
Wow.
And, you know, it was crazy. Like Andre was the most giving individual, but the way Kurt was taking me, Kurt took me to Uptown and was, you know, they turned me down. They were like, nah, he ain't ready. And I became friends. Being up there, I became friends with I'll Be Sure, Guy. I'm seeing all these guys in the making it, like getting made in front of my eyes.
Right.
I had to step away because Kurt Woodley kept trying to change my words in the studio, but I couldn't say nothing because he was paying for the studio. And I know y'all know, like, studio time is studio time. It's just like now. So it was like, do I stay with this dude and he keep changing me, or do I still got to thug it out and pay my own shit and leave him alone? And he was to connect to the industry for me at that point. So I said, bye. I just, like, I'm doing this my way. I'm going to do it my way. So I left him. And then I met Dante Ross. And Dante, he was rocking with me, man. He said, yo, he was the president of Tommy Boy at the time. And he said, yo, Father, listen, I could sign you to Tommy Boy right now, but I'm leaving. He said, now, if you wait 6 months, I'm going to be the president over there at Elektra. I'll take you with me. And I was thinking, like, damn, that's a short end. I'm in. He said, I'm going to give you the contract at Tommy Boy. I'm going to give you the contract at Elektra. And see what you could run with that. Then Leon Cohen from Def Jam. I was signed to this independent label. Leon Cohen came in, paid attorneys to beat the independent record label up. I'm supposed to be with Def Jam at this point in time. Now you got all these record labels. I got all this paperwork. And I go to Uptown for management now. I got contracts. I ain't worried about the deal. I know something about the Blossom. And next thing you know, they was playing the record Prime. It's time to go Prime. I made a record. It's time to go Prime. Dre ran into the room. Yo, who's that? Now the door's in front of me, so he didn't see me there. He just ran in there. Yo, who's that? And they said, yo, it's your boy Father. He said, that black nigga? He said, they said, yeah. And he said, get him on the phone right now. Tell him I want to make him on Uptown Records. I'm hearing all of this, right? And they said, well, you can tell him because he's right in back of you. So I moved the door, and he said, look, they said, Dre was like, you know, trying to gas me up in the beginning, said, yo, money, I'm gonna make you a star. Whoa, whoa. Next thing you know, I was like, all right. They say, yo, Dre, hold up, save the gas money. Look at all this paperwork. Look at all the contracts this nigga got. And next thing you know, Dre looked and said, who's that? That's your. I said, yeah. He said, what you been out here doing, money? He said, Father MC, you the one people talking about. I was like, he said, how you did that? I don't know, money. At the end of the day, he said, it was a Friday. I'll never forget. He gave me $1,000. He sent his people to go to the bank right before the bank was about to close, too. He gave me $1,000. He said, listen, it was a Monday or a Tuesday. He told me, he said, $1,000 for the weekend. You go do whatever you do. Stay safe. I'm going to beat all of these contracts. He said, if I don't, $1,000 on me. He said, but give me Monday or Tuesday. Now, I had waited all this long to get in the game. I said, shit, $1,000 to wait for 48, 72 hours? No problem. I was working at Kentucky Fried Chicken, man. And my boss, his name was Scott, and he was from Alabama, and he was one black, chunky, used to cuss me out, embarrass me in front of the customers, the clients. Girls used to come up there to try to talk to me. He'd be like, yo, Father, get your ass in the, yelling at me and shit. And I said, he used to, and the whole Rockaway knew I used to go to the bank. I used to go to the bank. They'd take the money before my shift ended every Friday to go to the bank. I'd run out there. I'd have a white Kentucky Fried Chicken uniform on with an apron, flour all on my face. And I'm talking to girls outside. So it took me 40 minutes to come back from the back. It took me 5 minutes to get there, right? And then I try to plan it so what time is I'm about to get off. It would just, I'm coming in. As soon as I'm coming back, he'd be cursing my butt out because the line is back to the door. The next thing you know, he's like, oh, you ain't leaving. You ain't leaving me in this. He cursed me out. He used to carry this bag. Right? He used to carry this bag, a black bag, like he had a gun in it or something, right? The whole Far Rockaway hated him because he'd be cursing you out in Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? And then he used to like, he used to say, yo, he'd make us walk him to the train station. So that night, me and my boys got into the car. He was off, and we called him. We said, yo, let me speak to Scott. And he said like this. He said, this is Scott. I said, you come outside, we're going to blow your ass back to Brooklyn, right? He comes outside with his little bag. He comes outside with that.
You got the little bag. You got the little bag, huh?
Yo, we pull. Now, this is the most craziest shit ever. We pull on the sidewalk like we get ready to get him. And then we get out and we run out and he grabs in this bag and we had to yell, Scott, yo, it was so funny. It was crazy. But anyway, long story short, I get the call at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. So I got the call and he's yelling at me and shit. And they telling me, come get your money. Your check is excellent. Come get your dough, your contract. I was like, oh shit. So I went and I ripped everybody's number down on the wall, like the employees. I called people. The guy ain't had to come into work today. It's slow. I don't got to. I must have called 6 people before. I put all of the chicken in the extra crispy sauce, but I put like 20. I put like 20 cases of that hot stuff, right? And I let it. We had this thing that used to spin around, right, like that. And I let it just saute. And it was so hot. I mean, burning hot. I put it on the tray and put it in they had this thing called the crest where like keep the chicken hot. Man, at the end of the day, when I waited till the rush came and I'm in the bathroom. Now I put the raw chicken in the crest so it'll cook like it's warming up, like it'll look brown, but it ain't cooked. Right. Man, these thugs came in there and we had the bulletproof window. Oh, wow. And now I'm dressed, right? And he's taking the chicken. He said, put a rack up. I put the rack up of chicken on the thing. He's like, these guys said, I want a 3-piece. I'll never forget. I want a 3-piece. He gave by 3 pieces of biscuit. The guy was a thug too. The guy, he took the piece bite of his biscuit, and then next you know, he had a thigh. I'll never forget. He ain't even look. You know how you digging in your bag when you getting the food? And he bit into the raw chicken. Wow. Now look, I'm walking out the door. What was the look on his face though? Huh? What was the look on his face though? When he No, check it out. After he took a bite of the chicken, he just took the chicken and threw it at the window. I'm walking out like I said, yo, Scott, I quit, right? I said I quit. And he cursing me out. The whole Kentucky Fried Chicken, like 70 people in the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Wow. This guy is following me outside, cursing me out. You ain't gonna never work at no Kentucky Fried Chicken again. I was like, beat it. I was like, this is the last time you embarrassed me. Oh man,
that's like some Scarface joint, man. When Scarface man threw that little dish at people, he's like, look, man, I ain't come here for this, man. I'm out.
Man, you don't get. I mean, man, if y'all understood like the embarrassment, people in Queens they get it, but the embarrassment this dude used to do, man. But he was cool. Right. Me and him was so cool, like, but he just embarrassed you in 10 seconds. And he always wanted me to work when he worked on his schedule because he knew I knew it was time to go. It was time to go, money. It was time to go. It's time to get out of there. And I went and got the deal, and that history began. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm proud of you, man. We got one of your fans real quick. He wanted to just give you a shout out. We do it a little different on here. We do it live, so we pop them on the screen and pop them off. Mr. JT, go ahead and do what you do. Give old father a shout out, man.
Father MC, man, it is a profound honor. Profound honor.
Thank you, brother.
So, just real quick, I just want to applaud your pettiness on how you said fuck KFC, because everybody needs a story. Like, you got to work fast food to know. If you have a fast food job, that's one of the ways you quit.
Yeah,
you gotta go in there and knock shit off the shelf.
Oh man, yes, sir.
I just want to applaud your petty. The other thing is, I saw a little interview and you were talking about the first album, Treat Them Like They Want to Be Treated, everything that was on that album, and you were saying that you wanted to do a more street album. You was gonna do it for the street or for the hood. And you said that Andre Harrell was like, nah, we want you to do something different. So
right.
I look back at that time, right? Hip hop was starting to spread to the winds. It wasn't just in the club or B-boy. Ice Cube was out, Above the Law was out, Eric B and Rakim was out, Coogee Rap was out. So knowing that all of that is going on and that's really what you want to do, how was it that you decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it for the ladies? It clearly worked out for you.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I never forget, man. Thanks for bringing that up too. I had an album they already paid for, and it was called "It's My Turn and I'm Back." And I'm thinking they called me to this dinner. Diddy, Andre Harrell, Steve Lucas, Bob Celestin, the attorney. They called me to this meeting in Manhattan. So I'm like, all right, I'm coming. I'm happy. I'm thinking we already talk about the video. You know, at the end of the day, man, I went there. They had the screw faces on. They was pissed off. And I was like, what's going on? Like, you know, I'm happy. Like, what's going on? We're about to shoot the video. They was like, nah. Dre was like, nah, man. He said, I think I can make you a star, father. And I said, yeah, but the album is done. We got hits, Dre. You know, I'm anxious. We got hits. Let's go. He's like, nah, I was like, here comes some bullshit. So I said, what's up? And he said, Bob Celestin said, what's the name of your single coming out? I said, I'm back. What you know the name of the single is? He said, you back from where, nigga? Where you back from? Wow. He said, do you want to be a cat in the projects with a Benz, or would you want to be in every airport internationally known worldwide in the houses? Would you want a mansion in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce parked outside, or you want the house with roaches in projects? I was like, this that ain't no brainer, dude. I already knew the roaches back in the day. I didn't graduate. So at the end of the day, you know, Dre said, look, we're going to pay for a new album. And that album cost like some dough. That was some dough. Right. And I was like, yo, I got to pay for two. He said, no, we're going to charge that to the game. We're not going to charge you. My lawyer made sure of that. And, you know, he said, think of plan, man. And then next year, of course, at the end of the day, I remember I got on the train and I was going home, and I seen these two crackheads on the Long Island Railroad. And this girl, this crackhead, I kid you not, it was like out of the movie. She had white on her lips, and they looked like Chris Rock in that movie. And she said, "You don't treat me like I want to be treated." I owe some crackhead. I owe crackhead a lot of money, man, because she said it. And then when I left, I said, I'm going to get off and go to the mall and refresh my brain. So I get off the train. I'm going to Greenbrier. I mean, not Greenbrier. I said, whatever, mall. And I run into Marky D, Prince Marky D. And Cool.
Bad Boys.
Yeah, Fat Boys. Right. And I ran into him, and he said, yo, father, what's up? I didn't even know I was known by him. Like, he knew. He said, you got some joints, man. He said, what you doing? Because once you get signed, everybody in the game know of you and know you. Right. You know what I'm saying? They know you coming. And especially if you had like the write-ups that I had and everything like that. Because it was a big deal when I signed, because I was the first big one. Damn near.
Right.
So what happened was, pardon me for 1 second, fellas. I don't know what I did. My wife gonna kill me if I done this. Yo, shit scared the shit out of me. Yo, but anyway, yeah. At the end of the day, I went to Mark's house and we did treat him like you want to be treated, and that's because it was on my mind, so I wrote it. Treat him like you want to be treated. That's how I went, just like that. Treat him like you want to be treated, and I did the rap. And actually, Corey Rooney was singing it, the producer for Mariah Carey and J-Lo. He was singing it on the record. And then Puffy Brilliance said he brought Jodeci in and said, let's get on this and let's change it a little bit. Let's put that church New York down south into it. And when he put the collard greens on the plate, when I heard that, when I witnessed that going on, all jokes aside, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a star. I wasn't going to be. I knew I was coming. That's when I knew Father's he's here. Like,
that's the moment.
That's the moment when I heard them niggas sing on my record.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm here.
You know what?
I started practicing how I'm walking on stages, nigga. Like, 'cause I know I'm gonna beat it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But guess what, guys? When I first heard it, I'm gonna play a little clip of that real quick. Didn't I tell you the real shit?
Great record. Great record. To this day.
I'm gonna play a little clip of that. It's pausing right now, but anyway, y'all can hear me, right?
Man, listen, hold on. Before y'all go, like,
go ahead.
Bruh, like I'm 14 or 15. This is lock-in shit. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is Pierre Cardin.
Right.
This is Hush Puppies, cuz.
Yes.
Oh man.
British Walkers, Playboys.
For me, bro, in my mind, you will go down in history. You on that New Jack Swing, you was rapping. You know what I'm saying? You was rapping.
Yeah.
When you play that against which LL album was that came out? That was Mama Said Knock You Out.
Mama Said Knock You Out. A Booming System, was it?
Right.
Bro, the lyrics that you wrote on those songs, just technically.
Thank you.
Lights out. All of that stuff is great. It had a profound impact on me growing up. I spit that game like you was spitting that game before I even knew what it meant. You feel me? Hey man, look, it's all love. I'm glad to have a moment to step in and give a man like you your flowers, brother. I appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you so much.
I'll holler at you later, homie. When I heard that song, I didn't know who the hell Jodeci was, but I said, "Who in the hell is these dudes singing?"
Man, nobody did, man. I mean, hey, Father, man, you put Jodeci on the map with that one, bro. For real. Straight up.
That was the total plan, and that's what I loved about Uptown, because we piggybacked off of each other so great. Like Dre had the formula. I was wearing, like, it bugs me out because I was all like in all those videos, that all was Versace, Prada. I mean, everything before everybody started talking about it. That's what I had on in the video. Diddy was dancing. A lot of people don't realize that Diddy was dancing for me in that video and treat him like you want to be treated.
Okay.
Wow. If you look at it with him and Fendi, they're dancing. Diddy was a dancer. Like, he was getting down on my joint. Like, it's crazy how how you see it. Like, I went out to become Father MC. That's what that was my goal. I want to be Father MC, dude. And Hook or Crook will get it.
Right.
Puff wanted to be who he is today. People always ask me. I remember him telling me outside in DC, we was getting ready to do the building in DC, the theater in DC, and I never forget, he told me he was playing the new Biggie record, and he was telling me, yo, I'm gonna be able to give myself $1 million. I kid you not. I'm about to go and perform in front of 30,000 people.
Right.
When he said that, it rang a bell. Like he gonna do it too. Like I knew it. I knew he would do it. He would get there. And when he did it, me and him laughed about it. We laughed about it. Like it was crazy. And just the making of how he made records and how me and him I had so much fun making albums, man. Like my albums was crazy. The adventures and the stories, the studio stories alone, I had you in tears. And it was nothing but jokes because you taking young kids like that's 20, 21, 22, ain't never seen $1 million, $3, $4 million in their life. And you just giving them money you got studio, you could go into the best studios, order anything that you want, literally. Anything you want, your crew, you're playing pool, you see other celebrities in there. And I'll never forget, I was in Chungking and Jam Master Jay and PMC was in there. And Latifah was in the other room. And the funniest thing is I had my video. So Jay said, hey, let me see, let me hear that, though, man. And he played it, God bless him. I played it, and he's like this, you're going to be a star. That's what he just told me. Out of
Right.
And I took that so good, so big to me. Because I'm like, this dude done been all around the world. They damn near the ones that made me really want to go for this. Then came Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah said in front of all of them, you could rap, father. You could really rap. And I took that and I was like, wow. So it was so explosive from other artists. And then, on the street scene, I knew like Long Island. I knew like Flavor Flav. I knew Salt and Pepper because I'd go to the spots that these celebs would be at. And I'm just introducing myself saying, y'all about to see me. Before I even had a deal. Y'all gonna see me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was going there. Y'all gonna see me. I'm coming. I'm knocking at the door. Y'all gonna see me. Take it anywhere you want. Y'all gonna see me. And then everybody who I admired and was a fan, I was a fan at first. I was on tour with them. Rocking the stages I used to go to see them perform, like Madison Square Garden. Now I'm walking on the stage on Madison Square Garden looking like I'm here. And my inner soul's like, it's time to break it down. It's time to tear it down. And that's what we did.
Wow. When you came in with that song, Everything's Gonna Be All Right, that song was so tight. If you was in person, I would have thrown some eggs on you. That's how much I like that song. Hey, and Jodeci was in the vocals again. Hey, all you could do is just look at somebody and say, shut the hell up, slap somebody.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what record, Treat 'em took me like places I've never seen in my life. But the record that took off and made everything official and said, like, you a star, I'll do for you. Me and Mary J. Blige.
Oh man.
Right.
And you know what? A lot of people ain't even know who Mary was on that record neither, man. That was groundbreaking for Mary, man.
I broke Mary too. I broke Mary as well.
Right.
I broke Mary. I broke Dave Hollister, Dave Hall. I broke all of these cats. Because Dre would tell me, like, I'd hear him and Dre be like, you got the budget, put them on your album.
Wow.
Put them on. If you think they can sing, I don't forget him telling me that. If you got the budget, put them on your album. Intro, if you listen to my second album, Intro, Close to You album, where everything's gonna be all right, that's on that. I put, and a lot of people don't know All You Want From Me Is One Night Stand is Mary as well.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
man.
Mary J. Blige as well.
Yeah. After all your hits, I hear a lot of fans, refer to you as this right here, giving you some respect right here, straight up. I'm gonna play a clip.
So I took him in 7. You took him in 7. I am the king of the world. Hold it. I'm pretty. Hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world.
That's true.
That's real.
True story.
I get a lot about you.
Man,
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's an honor, man. I'm honored definitely because I didn't know what was in store. I just knew I didn't know what the world had to offer me getting into the game. Of course, I'm listening to the record New York radio, like, that's hot, that's hot. Now I'm getting outside of New York, going on tour, and the records I thought was hot, I'm not hearing no more. You know what I mean? Because I'm hitting different districts and areas and different area codes where the southern markets is playing some totally other stuff. The East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, they playing all types of different stuff. So I'm starting to learn the real records that are making sense to radio. And I started noticing, like, I could literally hand pick who I was going on tour with. Wow. Like I could hand pick, like, in my psyche, like, yeah, all right, I'm paying attention to that record because I'm about to see that cat on tour. I'm about to see them on some spot dates. I'm gonna, and every time I went out before a tour, we'd be doing spot dates. And Mark Cheatham from ICM would come to me and say, Father, look, this is who's on the I knew before I left who I'm performing with because it was on my rider. I knew what position I was on, whether it was third, fourth, fifth, if I was to close, and it was crazy. It was just crazy, and we had a good time, man. It was a good time all the way around. I don't really have nothing bad to say about the game, to be honest, because I had a good time. When we never had a problem on the road, we had a problem like twice, and we handled ours. You know what I'm saying? You can take those suits if you want for granted and try it. I think two people, we had beef in Knoxville, and we knocked the kid out, and we was dealing with this. I thought the kid was dead, though. I ain't gonna even front. I thought we caught a case. Because my brother, he was banging old dude's sister. We sitting in front of the door. We on tour with Father, Troop Candyman, Tony, Salt and Pepper, Father MC. And we at the Marriott in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'll never forget, man. My brother hitting this chick. My manager had 2 white chicks in the room going nuts. We sitting outside just having a good time. The elevator see-through, the see-through elevator. This cat gets on the elevator, rides up, and we told him, yo, man, your sister ain't nowhere around. She chose, my brother. So at the end of the day, he's like, okay. So he had a cane. And he came back up. So my bodyguard went to him and said, yo, look, you come back up here one more time, we're going to crack your head. At the end of the day. So we could see him getting in the elevator to come. He knocked on the door. We knocked. My brother said, yo, get your man, get his sister out here, man, and go. So the girl got in on the elevator. The kid came back up. Like took his jacket off and came back up. And now you got a cane. You can't walk, Negro. How are you going to come up there where it's like 10, 15 dudes? You got 4 of them C's camp. High five, Wade wasn't doing nothing. But Tony, them dudes is gangsters. They crew was gangsters. God bless Wardell and Cardell and all of that.
Right.
Them dudes on the spot. If you said the N-word, on the spot, $100 off 50 push-ups. On the spot. I don't care if you on tour and you on stage, you say, yo, man, 50 push-ups. And he'd be standing on stage waiting to walk on the stage and get his $100 or get 50. But it was so crazy. And the kid rolled up the elevator and they beat him all the way down to the first floor with the marble on the wall on the floor. And then next thing you know, he's still talking, and all I seen was my bodyguard go like, wow. Next thing you know, the dude turned around, and then somebody else hit him like, boom. So he got like a 2, like, psh, psh, and hit the floor. And when he hit the floor, all in the back of the head, all you heard for a few seconds, like, psh, and then blood. I said, oh shit, we don't put a case. I'm going to jail.
And he had a cane.
And he had a cane. Oh, they took the cane and ran him down the steps. And then that's how he got to the lobby. They chased his ass downstairs. And the crazy part of it all was, man, it was crazy because he didn't remember a damn thing the next morning.
Wow.
Oh wow.
He didn't remember nothing. We called the chicks because I mean the whole tour bus we had. My manager got the tour bus, woke our tour bus driver up. Come on, we gotta go. It's time to split. We picked up all our shit. Hurry up, come on, let's go. The whole bus ride to the next state was quiet as shit. We all on the bus. Out. We thinking we caught a murder case, and we just driving like nobody saying nothing. Nobody saying nothing. We just like, shh. It was so crazy. And then the crazy part is the guy out of some reason his sister took a picture of herself to send to my brother. Right. And he had my records all over his room. That was crazy. That was nuts. I said, y'all beat up a fan. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was nuts, man. And the sad part was he could have avoided all of that. But when you go into somebody's hometown and he was the guy in that hometown,
right?
You know, and he ain't getting that attention. And you gotta understand, when you go to somebody's hometown, you give love and you give the respect, but you ain't really trying to hang out with people you don't know.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So you go in there, do your thing, and we out of here.
Yeah, handle your business and keep it moving. Right.
Yeah. But you go to the after party and everybody, wanna, be that guy, and and I get it. But at the end of the day, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
My last question is, from KFC to saying that you ran out of town damn near by a horse, but that was a little clip earlier. Would you ever have imagined that you were going to be nominated for a Grammy through all of that? Even giving the guy a piece of raw chicken. Now nominated for a Grammy.
Nah.
Wow.
I never would have, because I didn't think that far into it. I just enjoyed the music game. I never thought I never thought I'd be the first, because Michael Jackson's manager came and started managing me, Frank DeLeo.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He came to get me. And my manager at the time, Steve Lucas, wasn't letting me go. So he said, I'm on co-manage Father MC. And Frank DeLeo, when he got into the pocket, it became some whole other next level. I was the first rapper to give Mike Jackson an award on one of the award shows, and I'm looking at him, and we behind the stage. We behind stage now. I'm used to the awards now. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I was giving Mike an award until when we up there and I read the card, and you could see on the TV. I looked. I said, "Is this right?" And it was me and Silk. And next thing you know, I'm backstage though. And I see these two damn elephants. And I was like, what the hell is this? Next thing you know, I seen two tigers in a cage.
Oh,
and I'm looking like, what the heck is going on? And then I'm seeing all this. I thought it was Coming to America money. And next thing you know, Mike's in the wheelchair being pulled by a big muscle head guy, just being bodyguard up. And I said, well, what the damn animals for? And then I seen around 6 or 7 little kids with bandages. I'm just joking.
Oh man.
I'm joking. But no, when he walked on the stage, when we called him, if you looked at that, you could see me looking at this guy is this shit real? I wanted to go like this to him. I wanted to do that to him, but it was just so unreal. And then after that, I'm managed by his same manager. So I'm like, hey, Mike, and he was the coolest dude ever. That's when I sampled I Beat You. That Mike, Frank DeLeo, boom, hey. I beat you. Why you ain't calling me back? That's why. That part.
Right. Have you ever met Prince?
Yes. Prince. I used to party with Prince in this club, man. And
before you answer, then I'm gonna let you continue. Everybody we interview on here in the music industry say the same answer. And Smalls, you probably know where I'm going at with this. They say when they meet Prince and see him, they just start looking at him.
Yeah,
because he's so short.
They short and he's pretty.
Yeah. I don't know about the pretty part. I ain't really look at that. I just looked up. When I was with Prince, he used to always have these long jackets that would cover the floor.
Right. Yeah.
And he was short, and he
Right.
and he would be like, "Come on, let's go in my club," and he had drapes, like the
Yeah.
drapes in his club. But he was far from gay. He had all the women.
Yeah.
He had all the women. Oh my God! I mean, the most beautiful women too.
Right.
Prince was no joke.
Right.
Prince, you couldn't call Prince nothing, boy. I'd give him Prince all day and sit there and chill out because Prince had some. You want to bug out who else had some beautiful women too? I'll bug y'all out. Y'all won't believe this.
Who's that?
Vanilla Ice.
Oh man, I believe that. I believe that.
Man, listen,
I believe that.
we did a show
that.
in Fayetteville, North Carolina, South Carolina, I don't know. And for some reason, the show got canceled. All of us are at the damn arena. The show got canceled. The people start going crazy. They charged the stage. You see, man, we had to run out the everybody. Next thing you know, I'm seeing poor righteous teachers running. I'm running down effects. Next thing you know, I just get pulled. I just get grabbed. Boom. I'm on my man's tour bus, Vanilla Ice. I get there and I'm like, whew. I ain't even see all these chicks in the back, man. They all were black too. And I looked and I was like, hey, wait a minute. I'm looking and I'm like, you're on the wrong bus. I told the bus driver, I said, yo, could you drive up to my bus so they can jump on my bus? Them chicks would not leave that dude, man. When I tell you they would not leave Vanilla Ice, I'm trying to get the sisters to hint, like, look at my skin.
Yeah.
Hey, me and you, like, you know, and they like this, like, you know, they wanted to come, but they was on that, like, he had like 6 or 7 of them too, man, and they were all dimes too, dimes.
Man.
I was like, this guy, Jesus.
If you had to pick, everybody always asks you 5 rappers. I'm gonna throw an even number, 6. Who would you say? Your top 6 rappers.
Now or back then?
Back then.
Rakim.
Yeah.
Cool J.
Oh yeah.
KRS-One.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
Big Daddy Kane.
Oh yeah.
2 more. LL.
Yeah.
Gotta give it to L. LL. And then my last one, besides myself, let me think. I gotta go with Cube, but Cube wasn't really out then. Like he was new. No, I ain't gonna front. Slick Rick. Slick Rick.
Yeah.
Slick Rick. I was getting ready to go with Public Enemy, but yeah, Slick Rick. I rather that's just my preference. Like the
right. We understand.
Yeah.
You know, say Slick Rick had the art of storytelling right there.
Woo! Yeah, I got some funny stories with Slick too. That dude ain't no punk at all. Trust me. Yo, dude, I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm met some chicks in Pennsylvania. Puffy calls me. Hey, yo, man, you need to get your butt back here. If you want to go platinum, you need to get back here right now. We doing the remix. So he set up Chung King. So I get to Chung King. I'm mad because I just got to Philly or Pennsylvania. I just got there. And he said, you got to turn around, money. I'm sorry. You got to go back to sessions tonight at such and such. I get there. Dude, Slick Rick is there. Just came home from jail.
Yeah.
And Redhead Kingpin was there. And I'll never forget, they had these dividers up. And I'll never forget, you know, I didn't know Slick at this point. And Slick said, what's up? And he's like, yo, what's up? You know, real cool. Like, yo, what's up? And I was like, yeah, what's good? You know? And Redhead said something to him. And he's like, yo, you think that's funny or something? Like, the way Slick approached the situation was like, yo, don't you know what I mean? Like, and I'm waiting to see what happened. I'm like this. I'm going to move shit over. It's just a little, you know. But Slick wasn't no joke, man. Slick ain't no punk either. And I respect that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, now the rappers now, man, you know, I Biggie to the day, Jay-Z, Jadakiss from the Locks.
Right.
Fred Godson, God bless him.
Right.
Yeah, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And I like Andre 3000. A lot of people don't get when I say his name, but I like him. I like his, not because I know him and I like him. I like his MO. I like his style.
Right.
I like it too.
You know? Yeah. Dre 3000. Yeah, Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Rick Ross too, though. I like Rick Ross. I like Ross a lot.
Right. We proud of you, man. We had to bring you on here, man. And you give a great interview. I must give you your props. I can't take it from you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, man. Y'all had me dying too. Y'all had me crying, man. Anything y'all need though, y'all hit Jay up, man, and I got y'all. Don't even worry about it.
Man, for sure, man. It's a pleasure.
My pleasure, man. Definitely.
Thanks everybody for listening to Let's Talk Under the Tree podcast with Father MC, platinum selling artist worldwide, Mr. Smalls. Give him a little prayer.
Yes, man. Thank you, God, man, for allowing Father MC to spend time with us. Continue to bless him on his journeys. You know, we are very ecstatic, man, very pleased with him coming on the show today. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Stay on Father MC about 20 seconds. Everybody wear your mask. Don't forget, Corona is real. We love everybody. Have a blessed 2021. Let's Talk Under the Tree podcast is out.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I think we gave y'all like
Happy
80
holidays.
Happy holidays. We gave y'all like 80 podcasts, I think, from April until now. And it was hard work, but we appreciate y'all. We love everybody. And we out of here. Peace.